Hi, my name is Theo Petron. I'm 51 years old. I am the owner and executive chef of Zest Culinary Services. I live in Newtown, Pennsylvania, and I have been suffering from AFib for the last couple of years. Imagine if you've ever run, say, a 10K or the longest you've ever run in your life, or cycled. For me, it'd be like a 100-mile bike ride, or I did a half marathon once, and you're done and you're just spent. Imagine that every day of every hour. I mean, I would go to sleep in AFib and I would wake up and it didn't feel like I slept 8 hours at all because my heart was beating at 180 beats a minute the whole time I was sleeping. So I was basically running for 8 hours in my sleep. And I'd wake up just exhausted. You know, okay, I thought, well, maybe it's too much coffee, too much this, too much that, too much cycling. You know, so you start making changes in your life and nothing's working. So mentally, you're like, what the heck? You know, you get to a point where I guess you get to the end of your rope and you realize, I have to do something. I have to have this checked out.
I met Theo at one of the community talks that I periodically do in the area. Community talks have become an important part of how we get messaging out for certain health issues, and this particular message was regarding atrial fibrillation.
So Melissa and I went and talked to him, and he kept looking at me during the presentation. And I think it was because we were like the youngest people in there. And afterwards went and talked to him, and he's like, what are you doing here? And I said, well, I have AFib. There's no way. He goes, how old are you? And I was 49 at the time. And he says, he gives me his card, and he says, come talk to me. I need to give you your life back. And that was clutch. I mean, to hear somebody say that, I was like, ooh, this guy's worth talking to.
We followed that up with an office visit where we reviewed his case in great detail, reviewed a number of options for him, reviewed some literature as well as some diagrams and even a video regarding atrial fibrillation. And ultimately, he, together with his girlfriend, decided that they would want to move forward with an ablation as the best means to eliminate his symptoms and potentially avoid the long-term medications for this condition. What ablation generally refers to is that we are destroying or eliminating some tissue that is involved in the genesis of atrial fibrillation. And in Theo's case, we use this technology called cryoballoon ablation, basically freezing tissue to eliminate his atrial fibrillation. And it's just a wonderful feeling for me to see that success.
You know, I was blissful. I was like, this is over. You know, I could look at my monitor and see that I was just going beat, 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 you know, I've got my life back.